Go. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Liquid Lunch TV, go subscribe. Get notifications when we're doing fun stuff. I'm going to start popping up later on in the day and at night, even late night if I have to keep bringing you breaking news as you get it. I'm going to just go crazy from here to the election. It's no sleep till Brooklyn. I was out in Utah for 2 days laying some groundwork for a lot of stuff there's a song out there, blank's about to go down, okay? And if Facebook wants to screw with us, I got some seriously big friends behind us who are willing to help us. So we'll see what happens, but I'm going to keep spitting fire. And Martine said I'm on fire today. You better believe it, okay? Because I'm always here wearing my NYPD hat. I'm going to the Back the Blue rally. I'm rallying in front of City Hall to support law enforcement. And what do we got? We got the highest levels of our law enforcement in this country, the FBI and the CIA, in a coordinated plot, A, to try to throw the president out of office. So somebody's got to get locked up there, okay? And now we know that they won't let the information out about the guy running for president because they don't want him to get thrown in jail. Well, meantime, Joe Biden and his son should be in jail and not be looking at the prospects of being in the White House. Okay, so if I'm on fire, if I'm going a little crazy, yes, because I'm ripping mad. Because if our own Justice Department will not protect our democracy from a clear-cut coup, then we don't have a democracy no more. And you want to know something? This is some serious, like, revolution crap. Like, if they're not going to arrest the deep state for trying to throw out a president that we elected, then this is like a new Tea Party all over again, if you ask me. Okay. Josh Hawley, you may know this guy. He's a senator. He's a Republican. He's a pretty hard cat, okay? And he kind of laid this out clearly in the confirmation hearings for soon-to-be Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Check out what Josh Hawley did.
Various allegations about foreign influence. Since he asked you about it, and since he asked about foreign influence in government, I think it's only fair that I ask whether, hypothetically speaking, just hypothetically, if there were, let's say, a vice president of the United States who hypothetically had an adult son, who hypothetically worked for a foreign oligarch, who then sold access to his father, the vice president, and his father then intervened in a case to make sure that that oligarch wasn't prosecuted, hypothetically, would that constitute the kind of foreign corruption that the Constitution's concerned about?
I can't answer hypotheticals.
Well, I thought you might say that, and I'm glad you don't and won't, because who knows, that case may come before you, but I think it's a fair set of questions to ask. Let me ask you about something different.
I guess Josh Hawley has seen the hard drives, because that was 2 days ago in the hearings, and he said, well, hypothetically, if the vice president's son had a deal with Burisma and he was getting paid millions a year, and the vice president's son had a deal with some Chinese sovereign wealth fund where he was getting $1.5 billion. Let me tell you something, okay? I have dealt with business owners and business leaders and international men of mystery for my entire career, okay? Now, the Chinese got boatloads of money, okay? And anytime you're in a deal with Chinese or groups around in the Chinese realm, okay, there's a deal until you get to the first stage, and then there's a new deal. They lower the price, okay, and then when you get to the paperwork stage, they find 10 other reasons to lower the price again, okay? And as if you know anything about corporate banking, you know, once you commit to a deal, then you want to make the deal happen because it takes months and months and months of due diligence. So now, 3 or 4 months later, when we're supposed to get that money, they lower their demand, they raise their demands, okay? So let me just tell you from personal experience, getting $1.5 billion out of any Chinese company is next to impossible. And they must have started at $5 billion and got chiseled down to $1.5 billion. But Hunter Biden, a guy who got kicked out of the army, a guy who's an admitted drug addict, a guy who has admittedly sired children with strippers. He married his most recent wife after knowing her for 2 days. So this is like a kind of unstable guy, okay? For him to get $1.5 billion and 20% of the company, there's no rational explanation on earth other than that was the conduit to his father and his father's brother James. Okay, let's just call it like it is, which is what I like to do on this show. Okay, and Donald Trump knows about the China parts, and I'm telling you, it's all coming out. You're going to see. This ain't some Bill Barr, Durham report stuff. This is coming out real time, okay? And Donald Trump says the Ukraine stuff is bad. But you know what's really going to happen if Joe Biden wins?
Election is a simple choice. If Biden wins, China wins, all these other countries win, we get ripped off by everybody. If we win, you win, Pennsylvania wins, and America wins. Very simple.
Okay, now, so follow my lead here on this one. Believe me, I'm telling you what's happening, okay? More news is coming, it's big news, and I would not be shocked if Bill Barr is removed as Attorney General before the election, okay? Because the heat is on right now, and either Christopher Wray, the head of the FBI, is going to get removed, or Bill Barr is going to get removed, or maybe both of them. And then the revolution is really on, because we know empirically that there was a corruption scheme going on, and there's emails to verify it. No one has said that these emails are fake. No one has said these emails are fake. Not one person, okay? Now we're at a really crazy point. The President of the United States of America gets to appoint someone that's his press secretary, okay? That's his mouthpiece. That's the person he relies on to talk to the media and talk to the people of America about what's going on in the White House, okay? Can you believe that the Silicon Valley animales in the social media, Google, Facebook, Twitter, all this other stuff, Twitter, they didn't put a false flag on the White House press secretary's tweet, okay? Kelly McEnany's Twitter account was locked. That's what I'm talking about, locked, okay? Your account has been locked, violating our rules against distribution of hacked material. We don't permit the use of our services to directly distribute content obtained through the hacking that contains private information, may put physical harm, danger, or contains trade secrets. So this hasn't been hacked. This was legally gotten, okay? And Twitter is locking the White House press secretary's account because it may put someone in physical danger, i.e. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, i.e. thrown in jail. Or maybe, who knows, maybe sent to the gas chamber for treason. But I don't want to go too deep just yet. But somebody's